Hi, this is Margaret from Margaret's Crafts. I wanted to share with you my knitting and crocheting that I've been working on for the past couple months. A lot of them were Christmas presents, so three things were given away already, and the ones were given away and used, but I grabbed them back before so that I can show them with you today. I want to wish everybody a belated Merry Christmas or Happy Hanukkah or Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate. If not, just have a happy holiday season. And wishing everyone a very Merry New Year, and that may all your plans and dreams and wishes please come true in the coming year. To start off with, I want to share with you a pair of socks. These were my striped socks for my son. It's just a waffle pattern that I had just made up. I just call it my waffle pattern. The yarn that I'm using is Peyton's Crochet stripe and the blue rag, and I used a US 2 or 2.75 millimeters. The last time I showed them to you, I had one done, and the other one I had just turned the heel on, but both of them are done now, and it's just a little pattern that I did. I think it was knit 4, purl 4 for 4 rounds, and then 4 rounds of just knitting, and it come up with this little waffle looking stitch. And I put in a fish lips kiss heel and more of the rounded toe. I told you I like to use the toe from the Hermione's Everyday Socks. So that's one pair of socks. These were my son's for Christmas. He hasn't worn them yet, and they haven't even been washed. But now I can give them back to him. He had them for Christmas, and I took them before he wore them so I can show them to you. The next thing I have is a pair of blue socks. That these were my husband's for Christmas. These were a new start, so you hadn't seen these yet. So these were just it's just a plain vanilla sock with the fish lips kiss heel, and I used the Peyton's Crochet socks in Singing the Blue stripe, US 2 or 2.75 millimeter, and I have 2 done, and it's just the plain vanilla with the fish lips kiss heel. And the socks toes that I tell you I like, the Hermione Everyday Socks, and I take them down to 12 stitches per needle. So these were my husband's Christmas socks. And the next thing I have to share with you was the hot water bottle cozy. This is Rachel's ISBN cable hot water bottle cozy by Yarn A Go Go. Yarn is Premier's Deborah Norville soft worsted and antique lavender, and I used the US 5 or 3.75 millimeters, or US 9 and the US 9 5.5 millimeter. So the last time I showed it to you, I was just down here at the black line, but I have it all done. And you can see there is a cable going up and the turtleneck, which covers the top of the hot water bottle. And it's just like that and fold it down. So that one's all done. It's just plain on the back. All it is a cable going down the front. So that one's done. The next thing I have done, were these a new start? Yeah, these were a new start. These are my green and black loafer slippers. They're the men's loafer slippers felted by Monique Ray, and the yarn is Patton's Classic Wool in black, and I forgot which color green these were. And they're already felted. He's been wearing them since Christmas. He absolutely loves these. There you go. And they felt it up real good. There we go. He only takes these off when he goes outside. You can see they got some slubs on them already. I need to clean them off. But only reason I got him now is because he had to go somewhere. So he has the pair of those done. I'm going to make him some more. He deserves them because he absolutely loves them. Okay, if I'm looking down, I have my notes written here. The next thing is my slouchy hat. And the last time I showed this, I was just starting. I may have had 4 or 5 rows of the ribbing done, and I have it all done. And this is called the Silk Surrey Hat by Barbara Intervelt, Intvelt. And the yarn that I'm using is Peyton Silk Bamboo in Bark, and I used a US 5, which is 3.75 millimeters, and a US, I think it was 6, which I think is a 4. And then it just tapers down to the decreases. And it's, oh my gosh, I wore this hat and I had to keep touching my head to feel that it was on. It was so warm, you know, nothing got through it, but it was so light and, you know, that I didn't feel like I had it on. I was afraid that I had lost it. But I love how this turned out. And the next 3 items that I have to share with you are items that I have finished and given away already. The one is fingerless mitts, and it's for the Easy Fingerless Mitts by what is it? CALYPSE or ESO knits. I'm sorry, can't read my own writing. The needle size is a US 7 and a 4, which is a 4.5 millimeters. The yarn is unknown. It came in a pack that that mill ends from that I picked up from Joann's, and here's how they turned out. They're all done. They look really cute on her hands. They're nice and long because she doesn't like to keep her gloves on. And you can fold the top down, but I made the top long, and it goes up underneath her coat real good. The next item that I have that I completed was a matching hat, and these are all new starts, and these are crocheted. The mittens were knitted, the fingerless mitts were knitted, and the hat and the cowl. No, the hat is crocheted, and the cowl, yeah, the cowl is crocheted. The hat is Irish inspired beret by Naztazia, and like I said before, that the yarn is unknown. And I used the hook I used was a G or 4.25 millimeters. Oops, sorry. There you go, right there. That's the hat, and the cowl that I made. I just made up a pattern of double crochets, and used the same yarn. And I used a US 11 H hook or 5.0 millimeters, and that turned out really cute, and it fit her really nice. So she has a little 3-piece set. And let's see. Those are all the items that I finished. Like I said, most of those were all Christmas items. The last thing that I have for you is the sweater. And this, I believe, I don't know if I had started this or if this was a new start. No, this is a new start too. It's just a plain gray sweater from the flax sweater from Tin Can Knits. And I used that same yarn, loops and thread in that value pack. And I'm also using a to do the striping in it, the soft and shiny. I'm using this gray and also a multicolored gray. This is the loops and thread. And here's where I have it so far. It's a sweater. I already have broke off for the sleeves. Then I knit it down 2 inches under the armhole and then started this multicolored one for 2 inches. Then I'm going to do a strip of gray for 1 inch and the multicolor for 2, and then the rest will be in this the same gray here, the like a charcoal gray or gunmetal gray. And so that's all that I've been working on there after I finished up all the Christmas stuff. So those are all of my finished items and my one whip that I have going. And for this coming year, I already picked things. I have this basket up here behind me. And I have patterns. There's down in the basket. I have the yarn pulled out for different items. I have 3 things in here with the patterns, the needles, and everything that I want to start on for my starting to work on in January. For all of my new starts. I'm going to work on the sweater, and then I have socks, a cowl, and slippers for myself. I love that loafer slipper, so I'm going to make them. I'm going to make those for myself. And this is the yarn that I picked out that I'm making my slippers in. It's just Peyton's wool. Peyton's classic wool worsted. That's what I'm using to make my slippers out of. So I have those all set aside that I'm going to get those started with on the first to cast. Well, I started the slippers, but I just started them to get everything done. The next things I have to share with you are some goodies that I have. First of all, I went to Hobby Lobby to just look around, and I had found, I always go to their clearance, and they had these for the gleaner, the extra, I don't know what they're called. The edges, the extra edges. So then I went looking through the store. I went looking around because they didn't have the actual gleaner. So I went looking around, and I found that they had one left. And I used my 40% off coupon. They were $19.99. And I used this to for that sweater that I made my husband, because it gets the little balls on it. And this works so well. And I also have some socks that got the balls on it. And I just clean those off. And I'm going to give it a try with my husband's his shoes and see how they turn out. But I absolutely love this. So I have the extra attachments. They were on clearance. So I have that to start off with. Next, I went to Joann's, and they had a 50% off coupon. So I wanted to try the sweet rolls, like they have the rolls at Joann's. Well, this is in black and gray. I want to make a hat and a cow out of this, and it's 245 yards of worsted weight, number 4, and it's 100% acrylic, and this is in the black pepper swirl. So I used my 50% off coupon, and I picked up 2 of those. So I have those that I'm going to start working on something on those. And they also had a sale. I'm sorry, I'm laughing. When I dropped that down, my cat jumped straight up in the air. She was nosy and she was sniffing at what I had. So she jumped straight up in the air, sorry. They had a sale on Premier Yarns. And so for their Deborah Norville's Sock Serenity, I have 2 in black. I don't have many solid color sock yarn. So I wanted to make some solid color socks, plus I can use these, whatever's left over, to do heels and toes. Then I have the burgundy color, which is burgundy. And then I have this, it looks like a denim blue, and it's called sky blue. So I picked up 2 of those each. They're 50-gram balls. And then, because my husband, I had bought wool to make my husband a wool sweater. He doesn't want a wool sweater. He said he doesn't, he likes to be able to, don't worry about what he gets on it. He don't want me washing it and then, having to block it and everything. He likes to just throw it in because he wears them around the house. He likes to just throw them in the washer, and then I do have him hang them to dry. And that's what he likes. So I went to get some more. This was on sale also, the Deborah Norville Everyday. It's a worsted weight, and it is also anti-pilling. So I'm hoping. So I bought some of this. I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 6 of these, and it is in the blue tone colorway, and it is, how many yards? 100% acrylic, 180 yards. And I'm going to use this, and then there's like a navy blue in it, and I want to pick up some navy blue. I hope I can find it in Deborah Norville, or I'll pick up something else that's anti-pilling. And I want to do around the neck and the collar. I mean, the neck, the cuffs, and around the waistband in the navy blue. And may even put a striping of the different colors that are in here in it, or just do the solid blue striping. And I want it to pick up it in navy blue. There we go. So I have that. And I think that's, oh, and I picked up my ball winder was dying, so when I was ordering stuff for Christmas, I picked up this ball winder on Amazon, and so far it's working really good. My other one, it just, it kept getting caught up underneath. It had such a small amount of yarn that it would wind, and then it wouldn't wind it right. So I picked up a new ball winder on Amazon. It's called the Penguin, Q-I-A-N, Quan. And so far it's working really good. I did wind up a few things on it, and I'm not having any trouble with it. So I really needed this one. My other one that I had was one that I bought when I first started uh, knitting and crochet. I think it's even crocheting before I started into knitting. It was just a little cheap one. I think was like $10, $12 or something. So I got my money's worth out of that because I've used it for over 3 years now, maybe going on 4 years. So I got my money's worth out of that one. So I bought a little bit better one this time because I wanted to be able to do a bigger skein. So that's a much bigger ball. And I think that's all I have to share with you today. Thank you very much for watching my videos. Bye.